Imagine you are like free will. All right, I'm gonna tell you the secret, the scientific version of manifestation, so that you can believe over it, and that will help you to create the reality that you're asking for. You know, the photons that exist all around us, they stay unbothered until you ask them to create the reality that you're asking for. What I meant here is, in simplest word, the observation that we give away through our head is not just a random thing. You can assume things, you can imagine things. That doesn't really cost you anything. You can look at someone else's house and you can think about it, oh, that's my dream house. Wish I would be living there, because you saw a reality that was impressive, that's really attractive to you. That's how you felt like, I want that emotion in my life. But the reality here is, you already felt that emotion. And now, if you allow yourself to imagine that thing, and if you allow yourself to be in that place, the assumption itself is creating a reality through one observation, because the photons stay at the zero state until someone puts the power to do the crystallization in the reality, which crystallizes that free will into a form. Everything that you see in the 3D world is a physical form, like it exists on 3D world because it can't go beyond this thing. Remember my words. The thing that is happening in your head, it's a four-dimensional thing that's totally instant, and when you bring that waveform, the non-physical form, into the physical form, it will appear to you and it will gonna have some certain mass, because the light, the frequency of light can't able to go beyond this. It will stop right here. That's why you can able to feel it and sense it, and you can enjoy it. That's what you're asking for. But this guy literally a shadow out of the four dimension. You created here, and there's where the creation started, and that's how it created. That's how you brought the four-dimensional thing into the three-dimensional thing. The single definition here is, until you observe, your reality will stay as it is, the way you're pouring it. Always you're sending the energy out. Sometimes you might be working, sometimes worrying, overthinking, lovable, sadness, whatever, but constantly you are sending the signals away in the form of energy. But instead of doing all these things and wasting your power or spending your power over all these things, what if you started assuming things? If you had a one wish, I want that life. How can I able to get that life? Everything that you're asking will gonna reflect the same way out of world. If you're asking all the time, you're gonna get the same type of reality around you. If you ask in such a way that, what is the one thing, universe, that I can do today that will brings me closer to the desired thing that I'm asking for, there you are literally filtering out all of the options in your head but focusing on one thing that will lead you to the destination. Just an example, like if you go to an ice cream shop and the only thing that you wanted was some mango flavor, here, even though you see all of the 100 flavors together, your focus is on mango. There was a flavor at the corner which was so expensive, but really it's available for you, but it's rich in taste and it's amazing, but you never taste it. But you're used to the mango, that's why you're choosing the mango and you're choosing it and you're getting back without even looking at it. That's how the life is. All of the opportunities are around us, and the most important thing is you're the creator. You're like a free will. You can create your reality the way you're looking at right now, and also you can choose to create the reality that you're desiring to have it. It's just a matter of science. Photons will be there, all of the different versions of the photons, but the moment you call a version of yourself, the created energy will match up with the photons. The level of intention, the thought, and all of the creation idea that you had in your head, that will what get manifested in your reality, and that's what you're going to call it as, it's my fate, I'm not that big person, it's just me. No, the reality can be modified. Literally, it's being in your hands. That's why you are the creator of your life. The manifestation helps you. The manifestation, there'll be so many rules and everything, right? You don't need to follow them if that doesn't feels like emotionally connected to you, but you can follow the science. You need to understand this one single thing: your observation is not a random thing, it's a fuel, it's an energy field that you're putting out to get that physical form into your life. If you keep on saying, I'm a loser. I overthink a lot. It's not meant for me. I'm not that lucky. That's what you're calling it. That's what you are becoming. If you can become that guy by just repeating yourself emotionally, internally, then why not? The very first time when you say all these things, your brain will shout at you like, "Are you crazy? This is what we used to do. This is what's safe for us." But brain is meant to keep you safe, but that's not the reality. If you keep on saying the same thing infinite times, you don't need to say infinite times, just for 1 week, your brain will start to modify its neural pathways and connect the new one, the neuroplasticity, then it will gonna say, okay, this thing is working out for me, nothing is really hard, let me just check out more possibilities. That's how you maintain your new version. You've been doing all these things like from the day you born. New things are not something huge out of the world that we need to adopt. That's the normal thing. Adoption is the normal thing. We need to get used to that thing. And yeah, that's all for the video, and thanks for watching.